we are without a safety net tonight. We are totally scriptless. We are all on our own. We are just going to um,
be
Fly
by the seat of our
100%
pants.
Flying by the seat-
unfiltered,
oh, yeah.
unscripted.
yes. Yeah. It's been a hell of a week. We have done a lot.
It's been like the
and
time warp. Are you kidding?
it has. It's been amazing. So I'm Vicki, transgender woman, humbled by the presence of my two sisters who I love dearly, who are exceptional. We're just gonna do our usual thing. So for those of you that are joining us online, welcome, either live or in our Memorex, right?
And yes, in our recorded episodes, so
Yeah,
you can re-watch this episode, your favorite episode, over and over and over.
Live or replay, you're welcome. We're glad you're
Instant
here.
replay.
This is an opinion show. We're going to say shit you don't like. Sorry. It's going to happen. But, you're welcome to engage with us in the chat. We're going to be going there a lot tonight because we really want to interact with everybody. We're going to go through what we've done this week, which seems like it's been a year's worth of stuff in one week. And then we're going to go back and look at some of our favorite moments, including shows 1 and 2 and 3, which was when Jaime joined us.
And how perfect is that she joined us on episode 3 when we rounded out our 3.
3 is a magic number.
How perfect do you think that is?
It really is
exceptional.
Yeah, it really works. So we've got a lot to cover, and I'm going to put up the banner. There it is. Anything can happen.
Anything can happen. I love that.
I love that. That's my favorite.
That because back in the old original Mickey Mouse Club, Fridays were Anything Could Happen Day, and I loved Anything Could Happen Day because you never knew what you were going to get. That's what we're getting tonight. Anything Can Happen Day. So. Yeah, it's exciting.
I love that. I love going unscripted. I think that's the best. I love when it's the most real and the most raw, because then we're really talking just from our hearts, and we're talking from places and memories and understandings and journeys. And I really, really like that.
We are the queens of the overshare all over Central Florida. You're going to see that in our highlight reel this week. And here we go.
Hello, everyone. And as always, fun and friendship come first around here. So we are going to go around the table. See how good I'm getting? I don't even need this record anymore, right? Like I was on point.
Like, wait a minute. You have a script and I don't have one.
No script.
No script. I finally got it. So one of the things about our roundtable is for us to share with our listeners and our viewers a little bit into our lives and everything. And as Miss Vicki mentioned a little bit ago, we have had a lot that we have done and crammed into the week. I mean, just last Wednesday when I jumped on the show, I was literally running in from this data dump of information from the Ehlers-Danlos syndrome clinic out at Mayo Clinic. And then I was jumping on this, didn't even have time to process. Then the next day we went to drag bingo. The very next day after that, John and I went out to Triangle Connection and we had our happy hour with our friends over there. And then Saturday we did sign painting and oh my goodness, what else do we do? I feel like we did something else Saturday evening. I know we did, a matter of fact, and I don't know what it is now. But Sunday, I know then we went to Disney. And that was just so quick. Like
way to bury the lead.
So
let's go through it, shall we?
Slideshow, yes.
Yes, thank you.
So first of all, what are we drinking, ladies? I have.
Oh yes, look, Laura did it again. She completely stole everybody's lines, and so we need to say the safe word, ladybug.
Ladybug.
Talk about your hydration drink.
I don't. I do have my
with me as
hydration
always
drink right
are my
here.
two sisters who I love dearly. Laura, who is the originator of the Living Out Loud podcast, with Living Out Loud with Laura podcast. Laura, you had a new podcast this week. It's season 2 for you.
I did. Yes, I was so excited too. It felt so good to be chatting with people all over again. It really did. It was so great. And I did actually my second episode yesterday. So I sat down with my friend Denise, another fellow mama bear.
Awesome.
Yes, there are so many mama bears that are wanting to share their stories. They're wanting people to see that we are all just parents and families and just real people with real lives, and they want other people to be able to understand their journeys, and I love that so much. So that was so nice.
What are you drinking, bitch?
Well, I am drinking a chai latte in my pretty cup.
I do like the pretty cup.
I love my cups.
Jaime.
What do you think I'm drinking?
Wine.
Tea with 2 bags.
Pinot.
I'm guessing.
No.
Oh shit!
No.
That's what I was gonna drink tonight.
Vicki, you're drinking the double tea bags.
Vicky's got a stiff drink. I am drinking a what? I don't know. I don't even think this is a triple pour. I think it might be is it a quadruple pour?
I have a glass where you can pour the entire wine bottle into it. So
I knew that.
And it's one glass. That's perfect.
I need that, except that I probably wouldn't be able to function at school the next day. So, yeah. I mean, I start teaching at 7:10.
Yeah, that's early.
It's really early. And these kids, they're so smart that they like
half
they
bottle
keep you on
pour.
your toes. They'll call you out. They'll call you out when you don't know your shit. So it's like, what? It's 7:10 in the morning. You're asking me what? Why? I'm like, okay. So yeah, I try to be. I try to drink with you ladies because I can, and then when I turn this off, then I kind of go back into teacher mode because I do have to sleep and then get up and teach the next day. So yeah.
And what the
I'm a wino on Wednesday. Wino Wednesdays. There
Wino
you go.
Wednesdays. And the beautiful thing is, I know that you and Dennis watch the show, the rebar broadcast. I watch the show and go, okay, it's all there. Thank God.
Yes. Oh no, we watch it and we laugh, and I love it. It's the best. One of my most favorite things about this is that you can actually see us. That's one of my pet peeves about podcasts is that you can't see the person that's talking. And so like for me, this is like a video cast. It's like special and it's different because you can actually see the person talking. And it also helps when you're having a fluid conversation so that you don't cut someone off. Like I can see when Vicki wants to say something and I can see when Laura wants to say something and I've said too much or like I need to shut up. So it's like it's a really huge thing for me. And I love that. And this is what's special to me. So
well, you said it best. We keep each other in check. All three.
Yes.
It's 3 sides.
I love that.
It's three sides live. It takes 3 legs to make this table stand.
The Flying V. I'm sorry, I can't help it, but if you are a Mighty Ducks fan, if you know what the Flying V is.
Mm-hmm.
Lisa used to work for the owners of the Mighty Ducks.
Really?
Yes, we used to go see the Mighty Ducks in California. From time to time to get free tickets. I hate sports, but it was.
I like hockey.
I love hockey.
I love hockey. I grew up watching hockey.
Yeah, I like hockey.
They didn't let the fighting take place anymore, which is nice.
Oh, that's
so
part of the
my
hockey
favorite
is the
part of
fighting.
hockey is it keeps going, like it doesn't stop.
Yeah, it's constant.
Yes. Yes.
I want to do a shout out before we got to get to the slideshow because I want to see it, but I do want to give a shout out to our spouses because they are not on this with us, but they are so amazing. I had such a good time with John and with Lisa and with, of course, my husband because he was there too. But like they're like the silent lifter uppers, if you will.
They're
like
the silent victims of the sisterhood.
Yeah. They are, and they're so amazing, all 3 of them, and
they really
so incredible. And
they really are.
Yeah, they are. Like, we just got to give them some props here. And I love how John says they are amazing.
They're amazing. Yeah.
My favorite thing is that people thought that John was Dennis's cousin or brother.
No, brother.
Or something.
They thought
His
they
brother.
were brothers. They thought they were brothers. They're like, "Is that your brother?" It's like,
so going
Dennis
around the
does have a
table.
brother. He lives in New York, but hey, you know what? I get it. Like,
I'm having rum and Coke. Holy shit! It's been that kind of a day. Really been.
Vicki needed
a
a stiff one because she felt like she got stiffed.
I don't ever need a stiff one, but because I'm lesbian, I'm good.
The drink. My Lord Jesus.
But
all right, let's do the slideshow.
Yeah, let's do the slideshow. So this was Thursday night after our last podcast. We're at Hamburger Mary's for P-Flags fundraiser. Oh my God!
Yay,
what a great time!
P-Flag mint grain shirt on right here.
Yeah, look at you.
I'm not wearing black. I'm wearing P-Flag. I'm representing
And
P-Flag.
you know what? It actually looks very, very pretty on you. That is a very good color. Like
I don't know.
It was an interesting choice, but it looks good.
I like it. I like it. It's better than white. I can't do white because that white is see-through, and I don't do see-through.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, we don't want to have a white T-shirt contest going on.
But look at this picture. I want to point out in this picture that Vicki and I don't know who was emulating who, but they were just
I was emulating Dempsey. It was the demure pose then.
And I love it. Look at.
I'm not sure how Dempsey holds her hand like that. Like
yeah.
I
don't either.
I'm specially jointed.
She's got that weird curve to it.
How she's doing that.
This
I will say that at that particular event, Dempsey was like kind of like the headliner at our table, and she was good. Like she's not usually good with any kind of criticism.
Look, there she is.
She was a good sport. She isn't always a good sport. She was a good sport that night.
Well, she did have a bingo card. We had the losingest table for bingo ever.
We did, but we did win a lot of the silent auctions. I thought Vicki was the big winner.
Won all of the silent auction items.
Vicki was the big winner on that one.
Yeah,
go Vicki!
Was.
Vicki!
I was trying to get Jaime this birdhouse. She wanted this beautiful Pride birdhouse, and her son kept coming in bidding against me. Damn it!
Crying out loud. And I yelled at him. He's like, "Mom, I just thought you wanted it." I'm like, "Stop bidding. It's not your money."
We need to teach him people's names and when to stop. You see that person's name, stop.
So that was Thursday night, right?
Mm-hmm.
Friday, we breathed. Saturday, holy shit. Oh, sorry. Thursday night, officially, somebody got named as something big for Pride coming up.
Yeah. You know that I love this picture. First of all, her eyes look like magical. Dempsey hates this picture of herself. Every time she sees it, she's like, "Mommy, my ears look big." And I'm like, "Dempsey, you look so gorgeous. Like, what are you talking about? Like, you are stunning." And I just want to put that out there that she hates this picture and she's looking at it going, "Mom, I look so ugly." I'm like, "Are you kidding me?
She looks so
I wish I looked half as good ever."
It's such a natural beauty right there. And like your shirt matches her eyes.
I know. Well, her eyes are amazing. So she's got green eyes. And apparently,
my baby Ruth has hazel eyes. They look, I think, very similar.
So
to,
apparently green
Dempsey's.
is like the rarest eye color. Didn't know that. It's only 1% of the population. And in order to have green eyes, you have to have parents that both have green eyes, which thankfully, genetically, Dennis and I both have green eyes because that wouldn't work out. Otherwise, there would be
there's a real problem because John and I both have brown eyes, but Ruth definitely has green eyes with a brown stripe down one of them.
So if your parents, any of the grandparents have
the two grandparents,
but it's also a very slim chance. Like it's like
baby Ruth takes the 1% slim chance.
So this Saturday. We are going to be marching this Saturday. Jaime and Dempsey are going to be speaking at the rally this Saturday. It is time for Orlando Pride, and we are going to be there in force.
I'm trying to get my hair bow on for it. I got a new
love that
hair
hair
bow
bow.
for it. Like, I have a whole outfit just to wear because it's for Dempsey.
I love that you've thought that far ahead. I haven't even figured out what the hell I'm going to wear. But you know what? In fairness, I'm riding in the car. So,
Well,
like,
yes.
you know, I mean.
I'm wearing black.
Oh,
Because I'm supporting the Jara, Jamie Jara fashion.
there you go.
All right.
She's got a whole thing.
And then Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday in Apopka, we were at an activist youth training. What an incredible, amazing experience. Over 200 young people who are already activists, teaching them skills to make them more like active. Like, it was such an amazing experience. Those two women who presented were amazing. The one on my left is from Milwaukee. Her mother is from Harlem. Her father was from Nigeria. And she was talking about, living kind of like in this bubble because her mother was a doctor, and then like having her tire slashed because someone called her the N-word. And like that activated her to like, you know what, like I need to do something else. So she opened a law practice and then ended up actually closing it down because she's like, I can't help people through law because law is biased. And so I need to do something else. It was really an amazing experience. And especially to see all these young people. I mean, over 200 of them, many of whom are very well known in Central Florida, who have gotten arrested recently for protesting at the Capitol in Tallahassee. And like just people that you know, it was just amazing. And what an amazing thing that Hope is doing. And there's Felipe and Robin. Just these amazing grassroots organizations that are just like elevating young people's voices because they are our future. It's amazing. Don't say DeSantis. Everyone loved her shirt. By the way.
Governor's Hot Waffle rides again.
And for Papusa. Yes. I think we said El Salvador, Honduras. We've all tried to figure it out, but I'm going to go with Dennis because he's probably the most well-versed. And so I'm going to say El Salvador. These women made it like they're like dough balls, and then they put like stuff inside. It's kind of like a purse, and then they flatten it out, and then like it's like amazing. It's like this beautiful. It's kind of like an arepa, kind of like it's so amazing. And they were there, like they were there in the beginning of like at 8 o'clock in the morning making these things for 200 people. It was amazing. Wow. And there was only 3 of them, and they're sitting there like making the dough, and like it was amazing to watch them. We saw them when we walked in. And so Dempsey, last time we were at Hope Center, she didn't want to try it because she's like, I don't know what that is. She's a super picky eater. And so on Saturday, I was like, you need to try this. And she was like, Mom, this is really good. And I was like, I told you it's really good. And so she was like, this is mine. And that's when I snapped that picture.
Perfect.
I'm very proud of her for trying it. Yes, El Salvadorian. Yes.
Yes.
Yay!
We actually have a place about a mile and a half or 2 miles away from us that's really, really good. So we can get them.
You know, I know it's not that, but if somebody makes some good mofongo, I'm really, really
That's
dying
Puerto
for
Rican.
some. Yeah, I know, but I know it's not the same thing. But I'd really like some good mofongo.
I'll hook you up. I can't make it.
Jamie and I live very close to that.
I know. When I used to work in that area, when I used to work over in Kissimmee and Hunters Creek, I used to get good mofongo all the time. Where do you think I had it?
Friends. Do you remember Vico, who was on our episode of We're Here?
Yeah.
The post survivor?
Uh-huh.
He makes a mean mofongo because he's come to our house and he's cooked it with his mom at our house. Yeah. So I can hook you up.
I love this more than anything.
This is like, for me, this is like everything.
Yeah.
When we lose our fear, they lose our power. I love the graphic. I love the words. Yeah, everything about it. I mean, it actually was the first picture that I snapped that day because I saw it and I was like, this just speaks to me so much on so many levels. Whether it's with your boss, look at all those young people. I mean, you have the sister in the middle. She's the founder of Hope, and the other sister was there too. And then you have all of these young people who are there. They're already activists and they're learning. They just want to be better at what they already do.
That is amazing. That is wonderful. That
I
brings
was
me
just,
so much hope for the future right now.
me
And we
too,
need
in
it.
complete
We need
awe. In complete awe of them. Oh, here we go. The sign.
Also,
painting. Yes!
parallel on Saturday,
Oh, yes.
there was a sign painting for
Come Out with Pride for
And I
the
see Shay there,
trans and
and
non-binary
Maya.
march.
Yes. And is that Robin?
Yes, it was.
Yes.
Yes, it was.
And Andrea. Yep. I know all those
Yes.
people, those fabulous people in that picture.
Maya is the new director at the Center for Transgender. So
I saw, and I've been getting emails from her regarding the support groups, and she's amazing too. And she sings, and I've seen her do with her guitar. She does a lot of
Yes.
the Indigo Girl stuff. Love
She
it.
played her guitar for us while we were there, actually. She is amazing.
She is.
Yes. We painted some signs. We most certainly did. I had some fun.
I love it.
I wear a little bit of paint. I think I still have some in the back of my hair
well,
right
you
now.
certainly did at Disney, yes.
And my good friend Marcy came out, and it was her very first time going to make signs and everything.
That's
It
awesome.
was beautiful. She had such a good time.
So Sunday, we had two of our family members that have not been to Food and Wine in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And we needed to go.
Yes.
So this was an adults' day at Epcot. And we
Yep.
started in Canada because we had to. But
Because we had to start with the beer cheese soup.
right.
Just saying. Jen Cousins.
Jen Cousins, yep.
But
That was in front of Italy, wasn't it?
it was. we yeah. All of these got out of order. Sorry.
It's fun. It's amazing.
Don't worry about it. It's fun.
We did drunk around the world. We drank drunk around the world. It's beautiful that there's only 11 countries in the world, and that the world is actually flat, except for two little bridges you have to cross if you need to get from.
It made it very nice. It was like a light rail system.
Yes.
Yes.
Any other countries, piss off. You're not part of the world. So there we go.
Oh, this was when Laura basically got told that she was going to get kicked out if she didn't stop vaping.
Yes.
Yep. Somebody told on me.
So here we are in
It wasn't
Mexico.
me.
So we
It was
went,
not you.
Mexico.
we went from Canada and defied expectations and went the other way to Cave Tequila. So this is everybody. So this is, except for John. John,
No,
Because John was in line getting tacos.
John
at
went
this
to go
point.
get tacos because
Yes,
John had to work.
John had to go work. So John was able to join us for a very short period of time, which I was so grateful he was able to do that. But he did say that he could not take the entire month of October off.
So.
But Mexico is amazing because we got in that line and holy crap, we all got margaritas. And then Vicki comes out with these 2 trays of like shots with like lime and then like chasers. And I was like, holy shit. And like then even before then, like someone had talked to me like on the line and she was like, oh my God, Jara. And I was like, what the hell? And then Dennis is like, you literally know everyone. I'm like, no, I seriously don't. And it was somebody that worked with me at school and she was talking to me and then
No. It's called 6 Degrees of Jamie Jara.
But
it's 6 degrees of Jamie
it's
Jara.
3 degrees of Jamie Jara separation, right?
Well, we ended up back at the trash can drinking, doing shots. And then this, yeah, those shots. Can we go back for a second? Those shots. I haven't done a tequila shot in probably I'm going to say at least 10 years.
Yeah.
Like, I don't normally drink. Like, I drink wine. I just don't normally drink, like, hard stuff. And so that shot was way bigger than that chaser. And the chaser was, like, fucking spicy. And I literally, Lisa, Vicky's wife, was laughing at me because I had the lime in my mouth. Like, you know, like kids, like this. I had the lime in my mouth, like, the whole time. Sucking the lime because I was like, oh, my God. What did I just do?
And they didn't have my family tequila anymore. They used to have.
Oh, I know. That's right. They didn't have your tequila.
But so this was supposed to be like it. It wasn't. But I'm going to find a good replacement because they should have Corlejo. Corlejo was the original first and oldest distillery in Mexico. It was the King's Distillery. It's smooth as shit. This was a little rough.
This was a little rough.
But
this was rough.
But the chaser was nice. So of course we were done drinking at that point in time, right? We went and got some photos.
This is my favorite part because we sat the drinks down to make sure that they were hidden.
Yes.
And we did such a good job.
Hiding. We did a great job of hiding the drinks.
After those tequila shots, we did a really good job hiding the drinks.
Here we're just holding the damn drinks.
Now we don't care. You know, now it doesn't matter.
You have the drinks. Whatever.
Yeah. It's all good.
So this is Dennis being culturally inclusive.
You know, I love, you know, this really honestly is like basically Dennis's personality right there. Just so nice and chill. And what a good sport with dealing with us picking on him all weekend or for, you know, for the company that the price of the clothing at the company that he works for, you know, when we work at Disney and we're used to getting, you know, pounced on about ticket prices and sticker shock, but he is just so amazing. I mean, just all around, watching him interact with each one of your children the way that he does is just really so sweet.
He's a really good dad, and I think that honestly, like, no matter where he works, like he's fancy with his clothes because I mean, I see him, and I mean, fancy to me is not in sweatpants because I'm always in fucking sweatpants. But he's just like that guy. I mean, his nickname is GQ Man for a reason. Like, he just like brings the shit. Like, okay, let's look at that picture right there. That shirt, Super Dry, is super expensive. Like, that shirt is probably like $90 and he's got it. But I can tell you, he didn't buy it for $90. Like, he is just like, I got it on sale. Like, so.
And he just makes it look effortless.
Well,
yeah, he does. And which sometimes really angers me because, like, I have to walk alongside him and I'm like, seriously? Like, you didn't even try. And I tried and I still look like a bag lady. Like, really?
The funny thing about our family, and it really is family, when we're out, we really love going out and doing stuff together. And when we do that, everybody is at the table. It's not the three of us being the three of us like we are here. It's everybody has their voice. Everybody has their input. Everybody laughs. We don't stop oversharing because shit, that's just what we do.
I don't know if anybody would know what to do if we stopped doing that.
I know, right? But there is a different balance, and there is, you know, I need people to see this is what we do outside, because the laughter on the show is a lot of laughter. The laughter off the show is the laughter that I treasure the most.
That's the magic.
Yeah, because you're not on camera.
We have a weird balance, the three of us. We really, truly do. All of us have our strengths. All of us have our weaknesses. All of us, like Jamie said, keep each other in check. And we can body check hard, and it's taken as, oh, okay, I get it.
Yeah.
And that's the way it should be. But when we're out as family, I mean,
we're just having a good time and like
Yep.
being ourselves and
the young Remy's. So yeah, there's Lisa and Dennis and Laura and
yes.
I. And so we closed the night
Yes,
by
we
going
did.
to one of the hardest reservations to get, which I just happened to pick up. Space to
I didn't even know it was there.
So definitely a more expensive meal. Sorry about that. We ended the night with a price fix menu. I'm like, holy shit. But it was appetizer, main course, and dessert.
Mhm.
Yes.
And we had a good
It
time.
was really good.
I ate every bit of my leftovers. So anything that you did not see me eat at
I
that
did
table,
too.
I ate all the next day. Like, not even like joking. Like, I almost licked the chocolate cream cheesecake box. That was yummy.
I actually licked the box and I brought it to school with me the next day.
So, yes.
I did. And I had the fillet and I couldn't bring the burrata with me because I had it as a starter and it was so good. With the
Yeah.
watermelon.
Watermelon
Oh my god.
burrata.
Totally threw me off and I was like, "Oh my god, this is so good." Like it was an amazing
I had the
day.
beets, and they had creme brulee, the goat cheese, and I've never had that before, and that was amazing. Like, that was so good. Like, you're saying you're so sorry about the price. I'm like, so are we going to go back?
Yeah.
I just have to prep beforehand. That's all.
We're gonna go to the bar next time. The bar, you can have whatever you want, and they have their own little bar menu. Plus, you can order off the regular menu, a la carte. So we're gonna do that the next time. And the bartender that was there is one of our favorites. He's amazing. He comes up with his own stuff that's
Like
off
concoction.
Nice.
off menu. Oh yeah, but Laura had what was it? Was it Stay Awake? What was it? It was something like that. It had everything, including astronaut ice cream in it. I was like,
Yes. Yes.
and I
it
wasn't
did.
drinking because
You were
stopped.
driving.
I had
Yes.
You were
stopped a few
driving.
hours before. Yeah, it was time to.
I wasn't driving. I was going to keep going.
It was very good. Like, I enjoyed that. You notice I sat there just sipping my little martini, having the best old time there, enjoying everybody's company and the stories. It was wonderful.
All right.
And we
was
saw the
amazing.
dog walking in space.
Did
Yes,
you
we
see
did.
the
On the
dog walking?
skateboard, too. The skateboard.
The snowboarder.
kid.
Yeah. Airboarder, whatever you call those people.
So this is episode 10 of our podcast, and it's time to do a little Sherman set the Wayback Machine and look
All
at
right.
what seems like 10 years, but it's only been 10 episodes.
Let's go back to the future.
Well, 10.
So here we are in YouTube, in our little archive.
YouTube world.
YouTube world. Let's see. August 8th. That sounds familiar. But August 2nd was when we actually started. Right? Yes.
I love that there's a Rocky Horror Picture Show meme there that I can see because we're going to Rocky Horror Picture Show on Friday. I know Jaime doesn't get to go because she gets to go to the Red, White, and Blue Gala with Equality Florida.
Yes. It's going to feel weird to be apart, actually. It's going to, because I know we have different things to do, but it's like we show up in force, and it really is just what we do. So very.
Well, it's nice to know that you have somebody that has your sides in your back
100%.
and is there for you because you never know.
So again, this is August 2nd.
We're just
While
gonna
you're
wait
pulling
for
that
the
up,
technical
I'm going
difficulties.
to I'm going to pee, so I'm going to turn my camera off. I'm not going to pee
Okay.
in my office, but I'm just gonna...
Just turn the mic off. More than anything, turn the mic off.
I'm going to reshare the screen so we actually see something.
You know what? It is definitely a Wednesday.
It's been a Wednesday.
We look so different.
Yeah, look how young we looked. It's like
Everything's so
ages ago.
A lifetime ago.
Years and years and years of months ago.
We both have different hairstyles and we're even in different locations. That's what's so crazy about that.
Yep. So it really was. Here we go.
Feet up, and I have my cat that likes to check in with me here. So if she gets a little too close, we'll know that I'm not feeling well. But we'll watch.
We'll watch. Yeah. And what are we drinking tonight? I've got the pineapple wine.
So I like to drink a nice crisp ginger ale. It's a spicy ginger ale, huge ginger ale. It's lovely.
Excellent.
And
Excellent.
that is in my skull cup.
So I've been looking forward to doing this ever since we decided to do it, and it's been kind of crazy. This is a big leap.
It's a journey.
It's not going to come off perfect, so please hang in there while we discover the show along with you for the ride. Tonight we have no guests. Normally we will. We do have a feature I'm a little uncomfortable with because it's kind of like all about me. So I'm going to forego my intro here. Normally I just talk a little bit about myself because in a little while it's going to feel like This is primarily a sexual thrill some people get from wearing clothing that would normally be taboo for them to wear, or they do it to, just kind of step into other people's shoes a little bit. Ladies, if putting a pair of panties on your guy, no judgment. That's probably, and it gets him off fast, and he really likes that. That's probably a little transvestite. That's a little curiosity kink you're playing with. Now, if you put them on and he wonders if his ass looks good in them, and he wants to wear them full time, and he claims it just feels more natural, that's probably leaning more towards transgender, and you're going to want to be having some deeper conversations, right? And as much as I love Tim Curry and Rocky Horror Picture Show, this isn't gender dysphoria. We're going to talk about what gender dysphoria is. It's not about sexual kinks, and I need to clarify that because a lot of people just assume that it's just guys that want to put on dresses. No, that's not it at all.
At all.
Now, this is more of a look into my reality. This is more about brain structures, brain development, active brain centers during mental activities. To everyone who says that transgender can't be proven or is insanity, take a good look at this. These are the brain scans of normal cisgender people compared with the scans of transgender people. And more accurately and to the point, these are scans of kids' brains.
9-year-olds, to be specific. Yeah, this was my thesis on transgender. This was 9 years of study and self-introspection and a journey in the closet for most of that, a journey of not wanting to be that for a large chunk of that, and then a journey of acceptance and moving forward.
And is that why that episode was so important for you, Vicki?
No, it was important to me because it set the bar for us. And yours is the second episode, and we're going to go to that one next.
Corporate Barbie, yes.
Corporate Barbie, yeah. The thing that works about us, and the reason that we are, closer than friends, closer than sisters, is because there's a trust. We have all shared some of the deepest things about ourselves in this space. Knowing that other people are watching, knowing that we're putting the messaging out. But to do that, there has to be a trust among the three of us that we are 100% giving and 100% unfiltered. And this episode was me setting the bar of there's going to be no filter from me. After years of having everything filtered, this was me. And in your podcast, episode 12 of your podcast, where I first started talking, it was very much the same. This was, okay, if I'm going to do this, then there's going to be no limit to this. And sometimes that causes some very uncomfortable situations for Lisa and my friends. But it's important because people are out there wondering if they're ever going to get truth. And for us, they get our truths, they get our best knowledge on any topic that we're talking about. They get what we are. They get what 3 women who have all been touched by transgender in different ways, how we approach our lives, the LGBTQIA plus community, the hatred that we face in the world. And the beautiful thing is this is the demarcation point for shows of joy and fun for a while. We've done the hard shit. We really have.
Oh, yeah.
And we'll continue to do it. I mean, we'll continue to do it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
It's not done, but we're leaving.
We're going to celebrate Vicki. We're going to celebrate Vicki and all trans people in this moment and in many moments, because that's what it's about. That's why we're doing this. I mean, I probably wouldn't be sitting here with you today if I didn't have a trans kid.
Yeah.
I mean, I might, because I'm kind of feisty anyway, but like she is my purpose for being. I mean, she really is. Like, I mean,
I can honestly say, if it was not for my Ruth and if it was not for Kaylee, I would not be here. I would not have broken out of that corporate Barbie mold. So
I probably wouldn't have been a corporate Barbie, because I'm like more of like a badass Barbie, but I will say I probably would have been an activist in some way, but I probably wouldn't have been in like trans mode. Because honestly, it has to touch you. You have to know someone. Yes. But also,
I think maybe I could have done more, like gotten involved with the women's rights going on right now.
Yeah.
Like if it were not for it, but if it were not for Ruth, I know for certain I would not have the joy that I have in my life right now.
And I just would have been a male chauvinist pig.
But I will say that what we showed these wonderful pictures. Please tell me, Ladybug, if I'm going too far ahead. But one of the issues that struck me and I sat with for a bit was what happened at Disney when Vicki and me and Laura went to the bathroom, and these 2 women made this horrible, disdainful look at Vicki, and I was behind Vicki, so I saw it, and it really upset me. And look, I've always said, like, I come from a place of privilege, period. And then also Dempsey comes from a place from privilege too, because she's like 100% passing. She's a little kid. Most people don't know she's transgender. So like, even in Miami, people are like, "Oh, Kaylinda." They don't even understand that she is transgender. And to see someone who hasn't had that privilege and has transitioned later in life, and then to see that reaction was really emotional for me, because like I was ready to fight somebody, like, and I am like, I was crying at Disney. And so that's like a thing too. Like I live in this world, but like seeing someone do that to someone that I love and someone that I care about was really hard for me. And I didn't really know, like it sunk in, but at the same time I was like, okay, I'm peeing. And then I came out the bathroom and I was like, the stall, and I was like, wait a minute, like this isn't right. Like I need to check on Vicki, because I need to make sure she's okay, because I'm gonna fight these bitches. Like that's like
so you see that I have to say honestly though, real quick, sorry, hold on, that shocked me, that had been your first encounter, and only because gosh knows, yes, Dempsey definitely passes so very well. I just see, this is why you should never assume other people's stories and other people's journeys, because I just assumed with how immersed you are in the community that at other times that would have been something that you would have walked through.
Well,
whereas
it would be like, yes, but like, because I'm with people all the time, but like generally speaking, those are like gender neutral spaces. They're like affirming spaces. Like it's not something like
it was just a regular
go with Andrea to like the bathroom fucking Starbucks. Like I don't like.
Yeah,
Like,
you see,
know,
and so for me to watch that, you know, that was honest to God for me a beautiful moment.
Yeah.
Because I got to see, I mean, I literally got to see your response to something that, you know, my daughter Ruth came out at 18. My daughter Ruth looked masculine before she didn't look masculine any longer.
Yeah.
So, you know, I went through a journey with her where not just her, but some of her girlfriends didn't pass well. And, you know, being out in public in the bathrooms was always a bane of my existence before this whole nightmare bathroom shit started so horribly to begin with. So, but seeing that honesty in it, that was, it was so amazing.
What did you think, Vicki? Like, what did you think going in there? Because you were the one that they were looking at like that. I was behind you.
I'm actually and unfortunately accustomed to that. That to me is pretty normal. And I just walked past the bitches to be.
You did, and you did it with such grace. And I was like, "Oh, bitch!" Like I was like, "Holy fuck!" So she looked up at you and she was like, and I was like, "Really, bitch?" Like, oh, this ugly face that she did, and I was like, "What the fuck is happening right now?"
I found that if I acknowledge it, it gets worse. So I just walked past. I went into the stall, did my business. Came out. Jaime comes rushing in from the side to get me paper towels. And I'm like,
because I was ready to fight. Like I was ready to fight.
Oh yeah. No, I can get paper towels usually. I know I had new nails. I'm still getting used to them. But
I didn't know what to do because I was so fucking upset in that moment.
Yeah.
That I was like, what the fuck just happened? Like I was so angry that lady like looked at you like that, and I went to the bathroom too, and when I came out I was like, wait, this is so fucking wrong. Like I felt like so powerless to like do anything. So like then I came at you with the paper towels, like I'm ready to fight this bitch. Like I don't know where
they were gone. Thank God.
I know.
And I wrote a whole summary of it, and I didn't tag you because I didn't want to cause any embarrassment, just like you. I didn't want to.
Yeah.
But walking out, seeing you shaking, seeing you cry, holding you as my sister. Both of you have come full force as allies. Often when I didn't need it, Laura did it at a Mexican restaurant where this table of redneck asshole bigots literally made me. And I before she even walked in the door, I'm like, hello. And then they all got ruffled. And then Laura walks in and goes, what's going on? I'm like, oh, I got made. She immediately walks over to them and is like, do you have a question about my friend? As we're, of course, wearing, you know, Living Out Loud dresses.
We had just left the rally in Kissimmee.
The Kissimmee rally. And John walks in and goes, does she know those people? I'm like, no, she doesn't know those people. But, you know, because off she went. You were ready to throw down. You were honestly ready. And I could see the heightened sense of, fuck these bitches. They're going down if they mess with Vicki. Look, I'm gonna
cut a bitch.
I'm gonna bury my closing here. I'm gonna pull Laura and bury my closing. Many years ago, I worked with an Imagineer, Randy Pausch, who actually was a professor. He was a VR expert. He did most of the Disney Quest VR games. And he died of a very aggressive, horrible cancer with 2 very young children. He was asked by Carnegie Mellon to do, and in his own words, because he said he nailed it, it was called, the lecture series was called The Last Lecture. If it was your last lecture, what would you say? And he talked about his life, and he talked about all of the things that he wanted to accomplish, and he talked about all of his philosophies. A lot of this show is based on things I learned from him. He always talked about if there's an elephant in the room, address it. We do. There are no hidden elephants in our room. We have a shit ton of them, but we bring them all out and parade them. We fucking put makeup on them and parade them through the middle of our.
We give you the circus.
Yeah. So you know, we're safe and sane, and you know they're not on cramped. Yeah, you get where I'm going. But
Yeah.
So he always talked about the head fakes, and the head fake of his lecture was that it wasn't for the students and the faculty and his friends and his family that were there. It was for his kids that he wasn't going to be around to see. I have a beautiful life. I have a very blessed life.
Can you make yourself bigger so I can see you? Just saying. Sorry.
Put down this other screen.
Yeah.
There
you go.
So,
Pretty Vicki.
I have this amazing, beautiful life, and I have had people come into my life that have been affirming. I've had people come into my life that have been allies, and then I have had people that have come into my life that become family. You two are my sisters, 110%. Till the end of time, till my last breath, I will love the both of you as my sisters. Saying that, my head fake with our show is that I know we're going to win. I know eventually the three of us are going to help change the world. We're going to light the spark that sets the fire that blows all of this hatred and bigotry and shit up.
And
we already are.
We already are.
We already are.
And Jamie, you've called it a legacy, and it really truly is. We're leaving our legacy. And long ago, wanting to spend an hour with Laura every week, wanting now to spend an hour with all three of us once a week where we have this time set aside. This is not for us. This is for when the hatred rises again.
Mm-hmm.
This is our blueprint of how to fight it.
It's a gift to the world.
Find two extraordinary women. Form a bond that will last a lifetime. Find the magic and the power and the strength, and then let it go. And don't be afraid of it. And don't be afraid of your own weaknesses. Don't be afraid of your own shortcomings. Don't be afraid of anything that holds you back. Fucking shine.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what we do.
There is a magic to being strong personalities is not an easy gift to be bestowed upon, because it's not one that's for the faint of heart. Because when you are a large personality, you are expected very often to be on at all times, and expected.
And there's rules to that too.
Yes, you're not allowed to color outside the lines, and there's a lot to it. But when
my hair looks like Cruella. Why didn't you tell me my hair looks like fucking Cruella?
But when you're so funny. When you have two other women that can look at the other person shining and not look at it as their spotlight being taken away from them or them hiding in the shadows, but to be there, to be able to say, this is Jamie's moment to shine. This is her moment to be there, and we're here to support her. We're here to have her back, knowing that that is the beauty of it. And there's nothing that anybody's asking from any one of us. There's no hidden agenda in anything other than just for each other to show up and to speak up.
And Jamie, bless you for standing up for me. Bless you for being ready to do that. Bless you.
I wish I would have done more because I really wanted to fight the bitch. Sorry.
Your heart, your sisterhood, your genuine allyship. That's a word.
I think
It
so.
is.
I love both of you deep. I will love both of you forever. And I know I'm an overly emotional transgender woman on estrogen, and I say a lot of shit.
Overly. I feel so bad. Vicki sent me a freaking message, and she's like sending me this whole essay, and I'm reading the shit, and I'm like fucking crying. I'm trying to proctor an exam. I got a bunch of kids in my room, and they're like, "Miss, why are you crying?" I'm like, "Oh, fuck, it's Vicki."
Fucking Vicki, the ladybug on your desk.
I do want to tell you, we have to plug 2 things tonight because they're really important. All right. We got White Rose Books.
Oh, yeah.
They just had their soft opening, all right, in historic Kissimmee.
Oh,
They
yes.
are, the 2 of them are media specialists that have now quit their jobs and opened a independent bookstore, right?
Mm-hmm.
Amazing. We need to show them love. The other thing I need to talk about is this playful pause photography. They're doing a photo book of queer people with their pets. I just signed up Dempsey, and she's going to do a thing with Willie, and it's going to be a 2-page spread, and it's 50% of the proceeds are going to Rose Dynasty Foundation, which is our friend Mama Ashley Rose charity. 50% of it's going, and the book, when you book the session, it's $99 to book it. She includes the photo, and you can bring your pet, whatever pet it is, because she told me today she had a snake, she had a pig, she's like doing all this kinds of stuff, and it's amazing. And this book is, they're gonna have a book release party, and I will definitely put it in, like, it's amazing. It's playfulpausephotography.com. The project is called Love Unleashed, and it's basically a book of queer people with their pets and why their pets are so important to them because they love so unconditionally. And it's like a photography project. And I was talking to her today at length, and she was saying how, as a cis ally, she didn't know how to give back. And she realized that she had so many friends that were trans and queer and all this stuff. And she's going to use her art and her photography to make this project happen. And I'm like super excited. Like,
she's
Dempsey
using
has
her
a session
superpower. See,
yes,
that's her superpower,
it's
because
her
that's not my
artistry.
superpower. See,
Oh,
and
I know.
that's what we're talking about when we talk about everybody's superpower. That is amazing. That is so awesome.
It is amazing because this is a woman who wants to do something and give 50%. I mean, she's a photographer, so she needs to make a living too. She's giving 50% of it to Mama Ashley Rose, to the Rose Dynasty Foundation. And it's going to be this glorious book of queer people with their pets. So I need Laura, you to sign up. I'm not going to be in the picture because Dempsey's going to be in it, but you can be in it with your dog and your cat. And Vicki, you need to be in it with Lisa.
Nala.
And do like the whole thing. Like, she's here in Kissimmee. She will travel. The book release will be in Lakeland when
that is really, really cool.
And it's a coffee table book. Like, it's a really special book.
Oh, I love that. I definitely would love to do that.
As long as we do it before December 4th, because December 4th is kind of going to be a weird day.
Yes, so it will be.
She actually put the cutoff for the end of October, and I just booked her for November 5th.
Sign us up. I will be happy to do it. So
I want to see those pictures. Go ahead.
We have to plug Jaime's and Dempsey's speaking engagements as well. So first the rally at Pride on Saturday, 1 p.m., right?
Yep. And
main stage.
1 and 6. Yep.
1 and 6.
So the main stage is in the corner, and then the other stage is the rainbow, like, amphitheater.
Yeah. And then Sunday, whole other engagement. And we will be showing up in force for that as well. I will be there, definitely. I'm going to go pick up Laura. So
you're picking me up. Road trip.
Lisa's got a show, but it will be the 3 sisters, the 3 crazy sisters together, because we wouldn't miss it. And then following up on episode 2, which we didn't get to because it's 9 p.m. already. By
That's
the way,
okay. We got to go over to the trans spotlight because I'm so super excited
Yeah,
about
do the
that.
trans spotlight.
I'm so super excited about doing the trans spotlight.
But we to looking ahead, 4.5 months ago, we talked about my going to the plastic surgeon. That just got approved and scheduled. December 4th, I get my face sliced and diced.
Oh, well, not happy because you get your face sliced, but I mean, I'm happy because this surgery is what you want.
Yeah, it's the first of the 3 gender affirming surgeries that I planned to have, and you're gonna see it as much as I can show, and as much as won't make people.
Well, you're like my literal neighbor, like. So we'll be there. And so I'll be there with the straws. Like, drink through the straws.
which is actually good because Lisa needs to go in for her procedure the next day. Her mom's taking her, and I'm like,
yeah, she's having another procedure.
Oh no, I'll be totally there. And you're super close, and I love you, and I love Lisa. So like, it's all cool, and we're close. I mean, Laura's far as shit because she lives in like buttfuck Florida. We're like neighbors, like for real. So
yeah,
I'm there. I will give you your drink through the straw.
It's going to be more like but yeah, I mean, we went through it. It's a lot. It's a lot. So that's coming. We've got that. We're going to be doing shows of joy for a while.
Yes.
But new segment.
Yes.
Laura wanted to do this segment, and we are going to do it now.
Here we go.
The Trans Joy Spotlight. The idea is we want to leave the end of the show on a positive note. And we usually do. We're usually laughing about whatever idiotic thing we have to complain about, of whatever, tough issue, whatever good thing, we're always laughing. This is something very special, and this is someone very special to all of us.
She's magic.
Yep. She is magic. Yes.
Take it away,
Andrea!
Yeah. So, like Vicki was saying, I'm very excited tonight to be bringing everyone a very new segment that we will feature at the end of every episode on the Trans Joy Spotlight series. This segment will feature positive stories from within the trans community or important activists within the trans community. Here at Living Out Loud each week, during our roundtable, we share with you each our own very own stories that bring and shape our story of trans joy. We hope that by giving people a glimpse into the lives of trans families, that we show everyone that we really are just normal, everyday families trying to live our lives and trying to make the world a better place for everyone.
Fuck that.
I don't know
magic.
if Andrea. Yeah. I don't know if Andrea is an ordinary person.
Ordinary, no. Fuck
She's
that. We're
fucking
magic.
extraordinary.
Nope. We are magic.
So that's why I said that was about us. It's important for us to tackle difficult topics from time to time, but the main goal of the show is to promote love and light with a dash of sass thrown in, of course, because after all, it is the 3 of us. To close out each show with love and light, we will bring you the Trans Joy Spotlight segment. So here we go. Spotlight, which of course is Andrea Montanez. And I have to say that when I think of someone in the trans community that embodies love and light, but also such strength and determination to be proud of herself and who she is, I cannot think of anybody other than Andrea. She is just absolutely amazing. Now, each one of us here has been touched by this amazing human being. She is an openly proud immigrant, transgender, Latina woman from Colombia. She serves as an LGBTQIA immigration organizer for Hope Community Center here in Apopka. Andrea's role is to bring visibility and educate communities on the intersection of being an immigrant and transgender. One of the very first times that I got to be with Andrea in person was at the a medical panel discussion, unfortunately. However, one of my favorite moments with her is that Kissimmee rally that we did, where her favorite saying is "No más pendejos."
Yeah.
However, I did not understand what she was saying, and I thought she was saying "No más Pedros," and I could not figure on earth what Pedro had done to
She is
anybody.
she is so beautiful, and she is everywhere. I mean, this woman is literally
Everywhere.
Right?
in Washington D.C. She is there. I mean, she is knocking on doors. She is doing the hard work. She is showing up as an immigrant, as a trans woman, and that shit is hard. Because I don't
Yes.
even want to show up half the time like as me, like
This is,
ever.
this is the
And
office
she is
Nancy
like,
Pelosi is getting kicked out of, by the way. And
Yep.
notice the pride and trans flags
yep.
outside the office.
She is so incredible. She is such a beautiful mentor to our daughter.
And you've known her a long time, right? Jamie,
Yeah.
So what is a story that you can share with us that you have with Andrea? Andrea. I have a friend named Andrea, and I have to remember to say Andrea.
She's such a real person. I mean, she adores Dempsey. She says Dempsey's her princess, and she wants to do better for. And so she's
Oh, I think we're losing her.
We got a network glitch.
fighting
There
to
she is.
be better for. Can you hear me?
We
Yep.
can now. There you go. Oh, we're losing her again.
That hasn't happened in a long, long time.
It has not. That is because we are so popular.
Yeah. So I will talk about my favorite moment. We'll let Jamie
Yes.
come back to us. My favorite moment was actually that moment that you again stole my thunder for, when she was trying to teach you no mas pendejos and your no mas pedros, because that was fucking hysterical, and she didn't even bat an eye at that. She understood you were trying to get the gist of what was going on, but
Yes, she did not take it as if I was trying to be a douche or anything.
or just
And
overly
now
nice.
she actually looks at me and laughs.
I
And it's funny. So it gets to be a touching, loving moment where I was a little stupidy. But it is what it is. What can I say?
and No Mas Pedros did make the rounds for quite a long time.
Yeah.
And still does every now and then.
Yes.
Yeah. So go ahead, Jamie.
Welcome back, Jamie.
Don't say that around Hispanic people because it's
I
probably
know.
a
Yes.
Pedro.
I
I'm
love
sorry. I'm so sorry.
Pedros. I love
I
Pedros.
live in cow country. I'm sorry.
My phone. So, she is so busy that we should call Andrea the activist extraordinaire.
Yes.
Not yeah. We will not tonight though,
Really?
because she's probably fucking sleeping and she needs some sleep.
This is just from, by the way, the last month. All of these pictures are just from the last month. She's everywhere. If there is a rally, if there's a speech to give, if there's a fight to be made in front of a school board, if there's a bill going on up in our shithole state capitol with our shithole Republican Senate, she's there. She is on the front lines
she's
constantly.
There, even
Yes.
when she has a flat tire.
Yes. Yes. She literally was at a rally here. This, I'm not sure if it's this one or not, but she was literally at a rally, left that one to get in a car. She got a flat tire, had to have that fixed because she was flying to Washington, D.C. She's also a Contigo Fund community board member, a member with Peer Support Space, whose mission is to build and be a local hub for diverse peer-led recovery communities. Oh, there you go. Look at this one.
Yeah.
I mean,
And
everywhere.
Addison is in that picture. I'm like,
Yes,
wow.
she is. Addison is amazing. I can't wait to share Addison's journey in a future episode as well, because she's pretty cool.
Oh, we have to have her on. And
Oh,
her
yeah.
mom.
Oh, absolutely. Yes. So you know all the memories that we have shared already with Andrea, but you do know that Andrea is also the director of outreach at Come Out with Pride Orlando. Their focus is to produce an annual Pride event that fosters a sense of community and engages LGBTQ plus citizens to live openly with pride and educates the general public of the shared cultural heritage. She's so looking forward to this weekend's event. Jamie, do you think there's something information about where we might be able to locate Miss Andrea this weekend if we wanted to snap a picture of her?
If you want to snap a picture of Andrea, then just take a picture of us because she's going to be next to our car. Right.
No.
I don't want to say the bitch is everywhere, but the bitch is everywhere.
The bitch is everywhere.
She's everywhere.
And she's
Where
amazing.
in the world is Andrea Montanez?
Look,
I love that Laura is trying to pronounce her name, and I just kind of in my brain go Andrea and not Andrea. And so I'm good. And she's really trying. This bitch is trying to say her name like the real way. And I'm trying very hard, but I love her. She's such an amazing lady. And she is
her.
Absolutely deserving of the spotlight. I also think that next week we should have Vicki as a spotlight because she is such an amazing lady. And what you've done is so incredible. And
well, next week we're going to be doing the Pride recap because that's going to be the huge ass thing.
So I think we're going to be talking a lot about Dempsey next week.
Oh, right.
It's kind of Dempsey's week, and I'm not going to steal that thunder.
Yeah, we're not stealing Dempsey's thunder.
I would never forgive her aunt if I stole her thunder. But
so this part is Cruella, and do I want to do this part Cruella too? Because I gotta live with the kid. Okay, just saying.
I love that kid. I really did. And so I'm going to bring a Thursday drag bingo thing. I got my nails done, and of course,
I know
they're way the fuck too long, and I'm having trouble doing.
They look gorgeous.
They are wonderful. They are purple. And they make my hands look right.
Which, by the way, tomorrow is Spirit Day. Wear purple tomorrow for Spirit Day.
So, Dempsey immediately goes, well, because I was having trouble doing things. Dempsey's like, I can teach you. I can show you. That's her heart. She really is just the sweetest, and I love her. Except when she's hungry, and that's why I try to keep her fed
she's
as
not
much as
the
possible.
sweetest, but in her moment then, she wanted to, for real, legit show you about her nails, but she's not the sweetest. Let's be honest.
She told me she can open a can, and I've been struggling all week to learn how to open pop cans with my fingernails. So at some point she will show me. But going back to Andrea just briefly, you two ladies are accomplished, you are established, you have already been a part of this community on the front lines for quite a long time. It's why I wanted, when I decided to fight, to be part of your lives, or at least learn from both of you. The way it worked out was amazing. But Andrea, I went by myself to a rally and at her center up in Apopka that she was hosting with Contigo. And it was a town hall to get a lot of the frustrations of what this community is going through out. And she had no reason at that point in time to see me as anything other than who the hell is this newbie on the scene. But she came up to me, she gave me a hug. She said, "This is my center. Thank you for being here." She listened to me as I spoke up, even then when nobody else wanted to speak up about shit, because you know me, once I get going, nobody shuts me up. But
I think we all have that in common.
We do. But she was amazing and had no reason to think that I was going to be anything other than somebody there for the night, but she's always gone out of her way to include me and know that I'm taking up the fight. She's done nothing but encourage people like Dempsey who are going to be the next generation. And again, we talk about the head fake of what's the playbook. Well, we have a network of extraordinary people.
Can you show that picture that Jaime took when she went to the center? That very first picture, and that the picture she took of the day, because I really honestly think that speaks volumes to exactly who Andrea's heart is exactly what that picture is. She's the fear is taken away when you live proud. That one that Jaime took.
No.
Of that sign. From her day at the Hope Center. I can't remember exactly the words of it, but that when we lose our fear, when we lose our fear, they lose their power. Andrea embodies that because she is so proud
100%.
of who she is, and she takes that and she owns that and she owns who she is, and she takes that, and you can look at her and you can be like, you know what? I'm proud of who I am. I'm proud of my family. I'm proud of my friends. She just exudes that, and when she looks at you, she sees you, and that gives you power.
And thanks for the technical challenge after I've consumed a glass of rum and coke, by the way.
Hey, I was trying to remember a quote.
Let's close this show out because I got to watch this again.
Yeah.
And my kids are watching Child Play. So.
Oh, shit. I sent something this morning. I'm not even going to play any of the closing up shit because this has just been a fun show anyways. This morning I got up, I saw the sunrise, and it's amazing to be in a point in your life where you wake up happy. And you two are very much a part of that happiness ongoing for me. And I was sitting there drinking my coffee thinking, wow, I really wish I could share this sunrise with my sisters. Someday we're going to be on vacation somewhere and we're all going to, for some godforsaken, unfortunate reason, be up at sunrise to watch a sunrise together. But I love you both. I appreciate you.
I love you.
And next week, we're going to be back with highlights from Pride. I'm going to be filming with the High Def camera.
Yes.
It is all about Dempsey on Saturday.
I don't know if I want to do this, all about Dempsey. We live this shit in our house every day.
Yeah, well, and one day, like
it is all about her, I get it.
She's going to recognize the amazing family support that she's gotten, including her two new aunts that are just like ready to spoil her ass rotten.
I'll make sure I get her Starbucks anytime she wants it. You want Starbucks? I can Uber eat it to you.
Do you want a franchise? We're ready to go.
There we go. I love you both.
Ladies. Love you both. Let's, oh shit.
Love you. Love and light to everyone. We are glad that you are here to share our trans joy, and we hope you share your trans joy with us.
Bye, everyone.